long distance observations with photography on the Earth, which is, I guess, it's with curved water spinning on the exterior of a sphere. The world record photography is 440 kilometers picture, 250 kilometers past the curved horizon, taken from a height of 2,800 meters, so almost 3 kilometers, to a height of 4,100 meters, so 4 kilometers. Mountain should be almost 5 kilometers out of view. And check it out there, you have the curve calculator. Horizontal plane, sea level, no curve in the Earth. And we get more of this. So 273 miles in this case away. World record distance photo, prove the Earth is flat. You have here the names, and what you're looking at is the current world record for the greatest distance capture with a zoom lens, 443 kilometers, which is 273 miles, or precisely 275 miles. That's the measured space between Pic de Finistrel in the foreground to Pic Gaspard in the rear. I'm just going to show you where these are. So this is the photo, and this is the place. So it's from the border between Spain and France in the Pyrenees mountain, all across the Mediterranean Sea, the Gulf of Leon in France, and it goes all the way to the Alps, between at the border of France, Alps de la Alta Provenza. And this is here, according to this distance here, in this case, it's 381 kilometers from this spot, I guess, where the sun is, to here, to Canigo, the current world record of distant landscape photography. And this is the actual picture of this place, from the south of France at the border with Spain to the southeast of France in the Alps. These mountains should be 4,919 meters, so almost 5 kilometers out of vision, hidden over the horizon according to the maths of the trigonometry of the spinning ball Earth with curved water. So this is for you to understand. The peak of this mountain should be hidden behind 30,000 feet of Earth, and yet it's clearly right there. And that's almost 6 miles of missing ball Earth that should be in your way, but isn't, because the Earth is not a globe. It has no curvature. Everybody knows this. It's pure science. So this is here again, same picture from South France with Spain to the southeastern France, 74 miles distance. The tallest mountain in the distance is only 2.4 miles tall. And this is how you know the Earth is a globe, because you follow the media, and this is how you know that the Earth is flat, because we live in the reality of the real world, and we see it with our own eyes. So the spherical trigonometry disproves the globe. This is the spherical trigonometry to calculate the drop in curvature, because if you go from one point to another, you wouldn't be able to see anything, and yet we see all these places like Snaefell, Isle of Man. How many feet should be hidden? Chicago skyline, how many feet should be hidden? Pic Gaspard in the Alps in Europe, how many miles should be hidden? And Corsica in the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, how many feet should be hidden? And that's why we have sea level, and you go in a straight line over the flat water. Again, this is the same picture as before, but just without the globe. And here, behold, this is Mount San Jacinto, 120 miles away. When we look with special cameras, this is a guy which was on YouTube. I think he still is, J Tolan Media 1. And when in long distance, we use the proper devices and no fisheye lens, and we see something that should not be there. The Chicago skyline viewed and photographed from 56 miles away across Lake Michigan. I even remember when they put this on TV and they said it's a mirage. They literally said it on the news, on the climate news, that it's a mirage done by the atmosphere and stuff. And then this is how it works, and this is how lighthouses work on flat water. Chicago across Lake Michigan. Chicago, this is awesome. This picture, Chicago across Lake Michigan. And this is like, for example, this is White Cliffs of Dover in the UK. The highest point is 350 feet, should not be visible from Boulogne-sur-Mer, France, which is 31 miles away. If the Earth were in fact a globe, according to the spherical trigonometry, all the cliffs should be hidden 390 feet below the horizon. And the highest point is 350 feet. So it's just amazing how, you just see across the flat surface of the sea level flat water. Again, this is Rogers Center from 6 feet above Lake Ontario, 30.8 miles away. Once you zoomed in, if you If you don't zoom, you don't see anything. But once you zoom with the camera, you see what should not be there, right? It's all so awesome. Back in the days when people were primitive in the 20th century, 19th century, nobody had cameras and technology. Imagine how the military is looking. When they use the lasers and to calculate the distance of the rockets and the bombs, and they have to do it on a flat surface, and there's hundreds of kilometers and miles used by the military in the same way. It's super awesome. Again, here, you don't see anything in the horizon. Once you zoom in, you see the ship. And you see these free energy, they call them. Thanks to President Trump, now at least we know that China is producing all of these, but China makes their energy from oil and coal. So yeah, this is again, if you zoom in, you see places that you shouldn't be there, cities, skylines, buildings, and other stuff. This is Lake Pontchartrain in America. Lake Pontchartrain power lines demonstrating the curvature of the Earth. This is what they used on the internet several years ago. People who live on a spinning ball Earth with curved water, and say, only problem is that when we view it from higher up and zoomed in, you can see the poles converging in straight lines, and you can see the shores line. It's all perspective. So this is the actual photo and the perspective and the converging lines, and this is how the vanishing point works, especially even like with railways. And lakes don't curve, the water is flat, they don't curve, and neither does the Earth. So this is what you see here is that they edited this photo to make it look as if it was a curvature, when the actual photo is this. And it gets distorted by the distance because of the atmosphere and the refraction and many other things. So this is the picture that they distorted to make it look as if it's curving. And this is, they keep forgetting that this bridge is on the same lake. This bridge is on the same lake where these poles of electricity are, and this bridge is not curved. It doesn't curve. It's in a straight line over the same lake. Lookout Mountain, you see here, Lookout Mountain, where you can observe seven states from the same place, and they give you and look at the flatness of everything. See 7 states. This person here, respect, the Earth is flat. Were the Earth a curved ball with spinning water curved on the exterior of a sphere, you could not see Oahu from Kauai, so this is Hawaii, 73 miles away. So yeah, that's also a picture. Beyond horizons, behold the Earth. So Mount San Jacinto, it's 123 miles away. Long distance infrared photography exposes the globe spinning in space with curved water. Mount San Jacinto from 123 miles, and this was on the YouTube channel JTotal Media. And again, you wouldn't be able to see that beautiful mountain there with infrared if the curvature of the Earth would stop it. And I guess this is one of the, which one do you like most? I love all of them, especially, the ones that are high quality. But just imagine when you have like the record in long distance photography here from the south of France with Spain to the Alps in France, and the distance. It depends on what points you get. Sometimes it's like less than 400 kilometers, sometimes like a bit more than 400 kilometers, depends where you put the spots. But even so, it's pretty much 400 kilometers. So it's awesome that nothing is curved and nothing is hidden beyond the curvature, because at the end of the day, this thing here is just CGI, computer graphics. So everybody knows that this is not reality. Reality is sea level, water is level, water is flat. And the military knows this. Of course, the military, they use the radars, only work on flat. And when they do these lasers and the operations of the military, they calculate hundreds of kilometers for the pinpoint the exact place where the bomb has to drop or other stuff. So it's super fascinating. See you in the next video with more stuff.